From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is Wake Up Weather.
Good Monday morning. I'm Kelly Roslin here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We have a little bit of an active radar going off this morning. It is 6 a.m. We are live, and let's go ahead and hop right to radar because we do have thunderstorms out there this morning, especially if you live west of Highway 43 in our viewing area. And you can see behind me on our Florence Skycam, we are looking at some electrical storms to start off this morning. But let's go ahead and start off with live Viper Doppler radar. We are looking at some clusters of thunderstorms, again, mainly west of Highway 43 that kind of cuts through the heart of our viewing area. I'll play this into motion for you here on live Viper Doppler radar, moving pretty much south-southwest. We are looking at some slow movers as well. It's been raining in Wayne County for a while, but we're still looking at plenty of lightning activity, especially west of Florence and Lauderdale County and into western Colbert County in North Alabama. So let's go ahead and zoom into those areas right now, down into Colbert and Lauderdale County, and even into parts of Tishomingo County in Mississippi. Right now, we are just looking at, again, heavy thunderstorms. They have not been severe this morning, not expected to be severe, but that does not mean they're not packing a punch. We are looking at some heavy rainfall and a frequent lightning with these thunderstorms. Again, some very heavy rainfall. We can go ahead and zoom in, just about to cross the Tennessee River here just east of Lane Springs and just south of Gravelly Springs, continuing to cross over from Lauderdale into Colbert County. So we're going to continue to watch those thunderstorms that are moving through the western portion of our viewing area, even some thunderstorms getting into western Franklin County in North Alabama. Otherwise, relatively quiet, but just some shower activity on the backside of these thunderstorms that are riding that south-southwestward motion. Again, they are loud, they are electrical, but not severe at this time. But looking at some pretty heavy rainfall rates, especially again into those pockets of red and pink reflectivity over the last little bit. We've been seeing some pretty heavy rainfall rates. Let's go ahead and check on our rainfall rates. At this time, I'll go ahead and get a pixel query right here. Again, some pretty heavy rainfall rates. We are going to be monitoring for any sort of flooding risk, but at this time, no flooding products are out right now. And again, no severe thunderstorms are out right now. These are just some strong thunderstorms for this early morning on this Monday, a sure way to get us woken up and to get our day started here all across the region. But again, if you are east of Highway 43 in our viewing area, really not looking at much right now, just a partly cloudy sky to start off your Monday. Those thunderstorms, at least for the morning's sake, expected to stay west of that Highway 43 corridor. But we will continue to monitor radar throughout the rest of the morning and throughout the afternoon, as we do expect a few more thunderstorms to pop up sporadic in nature later on. But we do expect these thunderstorms that are currently ongoing to continue for the next few hours. So we will be watching those very closely. But again, no severe weather or an organized severe weather threat is on the table. But looking at our Florence Skycam, we have been seeing plenty of lightning flashes, so hopefully we can catch one here. I will show you here on our Arctic Air Heating and Air Conditioning Skycam. There we go. We have been seeing a lot and a frequent lightning strikes at that. Temperatures in Florence and the Quad Cities, temperatures in the upper 60s, dew points in the mid 60s, so it is a little bit muggy out there as well. Again, not raining in Florence and the Quad Cities directly, but just west of you. That is where we are looking, and that is where we are seeing that heavy rainfall. So plenty of lightning out there again with these storms and that heavy rainfall, but at this time not raining in Florence or the Quad Cities. Again, that thunderstorm a little bit west of you, kind of in between the Florence area and the Waterloo area in Lauderdale County. But moving on to Lawrenceburg, as we are starting to see our first peaks of daylight, we are looking at, again, just a partly cloudy sky, but you can see those storms off in the distance, those higher thunderstorm clouds. But again, dry here in Lawrenceburg and for pretty much the entirety of Lawrence County, but over into Wayne County, still looking at those thunderstorms and thunder showers, some moderate to heavy rainfall in pockets over there. And then heading into Columbia, we are dry there as well. Any sort of thunderstorm activity as well to your south and west. However, we do still have that chance for those thunderstorms to pop up for the rest of the morning and into the afternoon as well. So just because it's not raining in your location right now this morning does not mean we will not see any thunderstorms later on this afternoon. And you see where the clouds are and where it's a little bit more partly cloudy because a clearer sky allows temperatures to cool a little bit more efficiently. So from west to east, we are looking at about a 10-degree temperature difference, 73 in Savannah right now at it is about 6:05 a.m. But over into Fayetteville, we are looking at temperatures in the mid 60s. So a little bit cooler the more east you are and the more west you are where you're seeing those thunderstorms and that cloud cover, a little bit warmer as temperatures are not able to cool as efficiently. Over the next few hours, again, we will continue to see, I think, a little bit more activity than what Futurecast is showing, but it has somewhat of an idea of some thunderstorms continuing to linger for the rest of this morning. And then into the late morning, we could catch a slight break before we see, again, just a few isolated thunderstorms pop up later on this afternoon. Not a washout by any means, but just keep in mind if you are seeing thunderstorms this morning and you see thunderstorms again this afternoon, we will have to watch for some localized flooding issues. But again, we are not looking at any organized severe weather threat by any means, just some heavy rainfall and some frequent lightning with any thunderstorms that do develop. And of course, the thunderstorms that are currently ongoing. But for the rest of this evening, we are looking at temperatures falling back from the upper 80s back into the 70s and 60s overnight. I can't rule out a few thunder showers overnight, but chances start to wind down, especially after sunset. And then for your Tuesday, we are looking at temperatures starting off in the 60s, warming up into the upper 80s with a few thunder showers around during the morning and afternoon. Not a washout of a day by any means on Tuesday, but just know we do have that isolated thunder shower and thunderstorm chance for your Tuesday as well. Not a washout, not even a scatter chance, but then heading into Wednesday, looking relatively dry for us here in the Tennessee Valley. We'll call it partly cloudy and temperatures slightly warmer due to less cloud cover for your Wednesday. Thursday looking dry as well. We reintroduce thunderstorm chances heading into your Friday. Temperatures for today and tomorrow into the upper 80s, but then lower 90s Wednesday and Thursday because we will see a little bit more sunshine, but again, temperatures still hot and humid, even if it's in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Just a few degrees difference there, and temperatures stay on the warm side through the weekend as well. So if you're heading out to the bus stop this morning, if you are especially are west of Highway 43 that cuts through our entire viewing area, you may want to think about having some rain gear because we do have the chance for those thunderstorms. So just keep that in mind as well. And then into the afternoon, we do have that chance for thunderstorms, temperatures in the upper 80s this afternoon as we hold on to that thunderstorm chance pretty much for the entire day. But for the late morning, that's when we could catch a little bit of a break. But for the next few hours, we do have that thunderstorm chance continuing, especially again west of Highway 43, and then thunderstorms redeveloping later on this afternoon. Again, spotty, hit or miss in nature, not widespread coverage by any means. Chance, though, still there for the rest of this afternoon and into the early evening. Overnight, maybe a few thunder showers and some spotty thunder showers for your Tuesday as well. Temperatures in the upper 80s today and tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, relatively dry. Still some clouds around, still some humidity around as well, but we are talking a relatively dry day both Wednesday and Thursday. And then we bring back some isolated thunderstorms into the forecast by the time we get to Friday. Not a washout by any means. Again, just something to keep in mind if you do have any outdoor plans. We're going to pop back to radar just for a moment. I'm not seeing anything concerning, but just in case you are just tuning in, we are looking at some thunderstorm activity and mainly west of Interstate 65. It is west of Interstate 65, but more specifically west of Highway 43 in our viewing area. The heaviest of the thunderstorm activity right now in western Lauderdale County. So I'll go ahead and zoom in there once again as we again just monitor some heavy rainfall and some frequent lightning, but we are seeing a little bit lower reflectivity rates at this time, but still some very heavy rainfall moving in just east of Lane Springs in Colbert County, about to be moving into Cherokee. Already raining for you folks, but it's about to get a little bit heavier. I'll play that into motion again. You can see that south-southwestern movement, but still plenty of lightning this morning, so be sure to use caution and be very careful. Again, if you are outdoors this morning, if you hear thunder, when thunder roars, head indoors. You know that. We say that all the time here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. But again, right now, the only thunderstorm activity, again, in Wayne County, hitting into Savannah, into Hardin County, some rain showers into Lewis County. That's in southern middle Tennessee. And then for North Alabama, we're looking at some showers and some thunder and lightning into western Franklin County, western Colbert County, and again, western Lauderdale County, and then into central and southern Tishomingo County in Mississippi at this time. Everybody else is dry, and you should stay dry for the next several hours. These thunderstorms are kind of training over the same locations, but again, we will watch for any flooding threats that do come with these thunderstorms going over the same areas. But at this time, we are not looking at any severe thunderstorms. We are not looking at any flooding products or flooding issues. So we will go ahead and turn it back to regular programming. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.